Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of Business Travel Guys. Today we're going to talk about the boarding process, where it all begins, where the magic, or in my case, the not so magic happens. My name is Joe,
and I'm Jason.
And let's get into this. I fly my favorite airlines because I get to get on first or get on relatively quickly.
And why that's a big deal?
I got to put my bag somewhere. I need the overhead bin space. Above all else, boarding early means overhead bin space.
And if you don't have status, we talked about this earlier. It's a key thing to want to get on the plane first, get your bag in a space, and not be fretting or stressing out that you're not going to have a place to put your bag and they're going to have to check it.
Right, and if you're a business traveler, that's time. Time is money. It's the other thing that you need to be aware of as a business traveler. It's your responsibility to get on, get your stuff stowed, and get your butt in the seat. You can't be in the way, because then you are not a business traveler. You're just a leisure traveler, and then you should be boarding. It kills the rest of us.
So the boarding process. What makes a good boarding process? When are you excited that you've completed that process well? What things are going your way?
Well, for me, it's about preparation. If I want to read the book on the plane, I get it in my hand. I get ready to get on the plane before I start walking up there. Once I've got my gear ready to go, I get it stowed as quickly as possible. I get in my seat. I'm out of the way. Then I'm done.
Right.
The funny thing, though, depending on what happens, I might try to hide because it's stressful for what's going on. These other people getting on drive me bananas.
So the non-business travelers just drive us crazy. If we're on the plane, we're all in our zone, avoiding eye contact and all. We're in our book, we're listening to our iPod, we're watching a podcast, whatever that may be. We want to live in a little bubble and not have to talk or see anybody. So if we get on in that seat and we're in our mode and we're ready to take off, when these non-business travelers come in, we do our best to avoid looking, talking, anything to them, and the quicker we can facilitate them getting on, the better.
Right. I mean, my job is to get on and get out of the way, and then I'm done. But these other people, they wander on. Well, what seat do you have? Well, let's change. Well, where's a left to right, A, B, C, D, E, F? It's not a puzzle.
And if they're in like 27F in the back of the plane, they start looking right at the start. They start looking in row 2, and you're like, oh wow, she's gonna have a first class seat. She looks like she never traveled.
Right.
So, but no, come to find out, she's just trying to figure out what side of the plane she should be preparing for 30 rows back.
Again, they start with the lowest numbers, work their way to the highest numbers in the back of the plane.
That's how they do it, and they usually start A all the way to F.
That's true. They go left to right and front to back. The other thing that drives me crazy, even is the space hogs. They're a whole breed in and of themselves. They feel like they own all the overhead bin, they own the underseat. They just start spreading out all their stuff when they ought to conserve.
So we'll do another whole show about space hogs and actually how you sit in your seat, what space you take above and below, and what pet peeves we have about people and the use of their space when they sit near us.
I've got pet peeves.
Joe has pet peeves. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for the second episode. Appreciate it. We love the feedback, and we'll keep doing more of these. The more you guys write, the more we'll do. Thanks.
Check us out at businesstravelguys.com.
See you.